This is a screencast on how to convert standard form to ordinary form and vice versa. Now, let's have a look at these two terms here. So we have standard form and we have ordinary form. So let's have a look at ordinary form. Ordinary form just means the way the number normally is. So like 100, 1,000, that type of thing. That's ordinary form. The numbers that you know and use all the time in everyday language. While in contrast, standard form is where we use exponents to represent that, so what we call power notation. Okay, so if we were to write 100 as in standard form, it would be 10 to the power of 2, or 1,000 would be 10 to the power of 3. So you'll notice straight away that we're actually starting to use exponents to explain those. And we do this when we're using very, very large numbers. We use standard form because it makes it easier to use rather than writing a whole bunch of zeros. So let's take a look at some examples. So in front of you here there are some numbers in ordinary form and standard form. So what we're learning to do in this particular screencast is actually how we convert them from ordinary form to standard form and vice versa, which means back and forth if we had to. Now, one thing I need to say is that this standard form only works with numbers, tidy numbers, in particular hundreds, millions, trillions, billions, those type of numbers. So let's take a look at an example here. So in front of you here we have a number 1 million. Now if we were to convert this into standard form, it is 10 to the power of 6. Now a quick way to do this, as you can see, is you have 6 here. So what this actually means, 10 to the power of 6, is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1 million. Now a quick way of figuring this out is you'll see that there's the number 6 here. And you'll notice that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means it's 10 to the power of 6. Just below it here we have the number 1 billion. Okay, 1 billion. And again, if we use this into standard form, this becomes 10 to the power of 9. Using the same method, you'll notice that if we count the number of zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros. So that makes 10 to the power of 9. So that means 10 times 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 10 equals 1 billion. And here we have one in standard form, 10 to the power of 12. So that essentially means 1 with 12 zeros in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or this number here is 1 trillion. So that was a screencast on how to convert numbers from ordinary form to standard form and vice versa.